This is gonna be so much fun. Hi everyone and welcome to another video. So today we're going to take a little break from my This Is Not a Tutorial series, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to just go ahead and do a vlog, just kind of sit and talk for a little bit. I thought for this video it'd be fun to share with you some of my comic book collection. I don't have all of my comics here just because I just don't have all of them here, and if I were to go through all of them this would be a very, very, very long video. So we're just going to talk about some comics. We're going to have a good relaxing video. It's going to be fun. I know there's a lot of things going on right now and it's kind of scary and really stressful because there's a lot of things changing and we're not in control of what is going on and no one really knows exactly what's going to happen. It's a really stressful time. There's a lot of anxiety and I totally get that. I haven't been so stressed and anxious in a while, and I just want to make sure that you're still taking care of yourself. You know, you've probably heard it from everywhere and from everyone, so I'm just gonna say it really quick right here, just in case you just happen to go on the internet today and then watch this video. Wash your hands, eat when you're hungry, sleep, hydrate. You know, all the normal stuff. Don't go out too much if you don't have to. Stay in and relax. Enjoy yourself. And if you have work, I completely understand. Just, you know, do what you need to do and take care of yourself. So why don't we go ahead and get started with the comic book portion of this video. About a year ago, I took a comic book course. Which you're probably thinking like, what? Yeah, it was really cool. We read a bunch of different comics and we just studied them and the artwork, and then there were comics from different parts of the world that we read and different types of stories, and it was a lot of fun. So I collected a bunch of comics through that and I discovered some comics I really like. I think we read a manga, and before that I was just like, ooh, manga, I don't know, I'll just read comics. But I found that I really liked this series. It was really cool. My brother has always been into manga and I was never really into it, but now I'm like, oh, okay, oh, what's this one about? So actually I'll go ahead and tell you, we read My Brother's Husband. It's a really cute book. I really enjoyed it. My favorite part is that there are so many pictures of food in this book, and all the food just looks so good, and there's some parts in it where there's just like here on this page, it's just the stars, and it's just so calming, that entire panel, where I just kind of like sit there and I just look at it and then I continue on with the story. Essentially, this guy's brother, he passes away, and then his brother's husband comes and visits him and his daughter, and it's a cute book. I know there's a second volume I've been wanting to get my hands on and I just haven't. I also like the expressions. It reminds me of Teen Titans, the original series, which actually, let me go through. I have a fat stack of comics right here. Man, while I'm here in like isolation, I could just like be doing some arm workouts, you know? Have some comics in both hands. Ooh, we're gonna get strong, huh? I have a lot of Teen Titan comics, but this one specifically has to do with the series that was on Cartoon Network. I love that series. Me and my brother watched it all the time, and we watched all of them. And it was crazy because back when Boomerang would play the old cartoons, and I know their channels like completely changed. It's just a shame because I really liked watching the old cartoons because they would have like Johnny Quest, I remember, Top Cat, what was it, Super Friends, Samurai Jack. Played a lot of really, really cool cartoons, and now it's just all Teen Titans Go, which I'm not a fan of. I think it just makes fun of them and I don't like it. I like the original Teen Titans cartoon. I was just so happy when I found this at the comic book store. I think I got this for $1. So I always check out the bargain bins because sometimes they have like entire series. Actually, I have these Supergirl comics that I got all of these from the bargain bin. They were all $1. Well, I mean, they were $1 each, so altogether it was $3. But yeah, always check out your bargain bin because you might find something cool. Like, going back to the Teen Titans books, this is a really funny story. So I actually got this comic, the New 52 version of the Teen Titans, like 2 years ago. And then about a year ago, the same place where I got the Supergirl comics, I found these. It's the second, third, fourth volumes of the series. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. Now I have 1 through 4. But you'll notice a big difference. This is the New 52, and this isn't. I was so upset because I don't know what's going on in this one, and I don't know how this one started off. I'm really interested to hear if you like the Teen Titans, and if you do, what version do you like? Do you like the New 52? Do you like this version? Or do you like the one that goes along with the original cartoon? Do you like Teen Titans Go? Do you watch the live action series? I haven't watched that. I'm a little nervous to watch that. And if you have watched that, could you please let me know if it's any good? I don't want to ruin how I look at Teen Titans. But if it's really good, please, please, please let me know, because I've got some time to watch I've got some time to watch some shows. And yeah, also if you have shows that you highly recommend, please let me know, because I really want to hear them. Continuing with the superheroes, because I have so many superhero comics, it's not even funny. I have The Runaways. I really, really love this story. The Runaways, if you haven't ever heard of them before, it's the kids of the villains, and they're at this moral dilemma. Like, do they follow in the footsteps of their parents and become villains? Do they become the good guys? And it's really cool because they're not bad guys or good guys. I have a few different versions of The Runaways. I have some that goes along with this series. I have a few other comics, but I don't have them with me right now. I haven't watched the TV show. If you have watched the TV show, again, and you highly recommend it, please let me know, because I need some shows to watch, and I love The Runaways. I have Captain Marvel. I love this comic. And I love Captain Marvel. I think she's such an interesting character. I had to read this for my comic book class. Aw, darn. I really enjoy it because there's different types of art within this volume. You have like this art style that's very realistic. And then, on the contrary, there's like this artist, for example, that has a more cartoonish kind of vibe to it. And in the class is really cool because then we have discussions as to why different artists portrayed the heroes a certain way and why their art style is different and how that might reflect their own experiences. And I'm a huge nerd and I love analyzing these things, so I've been doing that a lot since I've had some more time off. So I also have a Batman comic. So this is Batman: The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller. This is such a huge and important comic in the history of Batman because Frank Miller essentially made Batman into the version that we see him as now. So picture Batman in your mind right now. He's probably brooding, he's probably trying to be like, I work alone, and I'm the Dark Knight, and this is really fun. I am darkness. I mean, you know what I mean. He kind of just this dark character, and he wasn't like that before Frank Miller. Batman was more like the Adam West version of Batman, which I absolutely love. People make fun of the Adam West version of Batman, and I get really heated. Like, no, I loved that version of Batman. Like, calm down, get away, back up your comments because he's here to stay. But I also really enjoy this version because it transformed who Batman is. It revitalized the comic book industry. All of a sudden, you had a younger generation coming in and reading comics. And this wasn't just the younger generation that was reading it. It appealed to older readers. And it's really cool that a comic could touch so many different generations. I appreciate it for its importance, but I actually didn't really like this version. It was too nitty gritty, and Batman was not a sympathetic character at all. If I'm being honest, the Joker is really creepy in this one. I mean, he's always been creepy, but I don't mind like the cruel version of Joker, if that makes any sense. This guy, I don't know, he's just, oh. But please, please, please read this. So, also, one of my favorite weekends just happens to be the first weekend of May, specifically the first Saturday of May, because it's free comic book day. It's really cool. The comics you get, this one I actually got for 25 cents. It's cool. It's the first of a series, and this is how they rope you in. They give you free comics. You read through them, you get hooked in the storyline, and then you go out and you buy those comics as they come out. I think it's great. It's a way to introduce readers to either a new storyline, to a new comic, a new hero, a new villain. And I love free comic book day because then I also go in and I buy more comics, and it makes me happy. I'm not sure how the virus is going to affect free comic book day. I know everything's kind of shut down until April, and I have a feeling things are going to continue to be like that for a while. So free comic book day may not be a thing this year, and it might be postponed, but I don't know. I don't have any official people saying that they're thinking it's going to be postponed, but just keep that in mind because it could happen. Alright, so moving on from my superheroes, I have a ton more superhero comics. I have, oh man, Captain Marvel is the only Marvel. Oh wait, no, and then they have the Runaways. But Captain Marvel and the Runaways are the only Marvel comic books I have right here, and most of the other ones were DC. I have way more Marvel comics than I do DC, and I just, I wanted to keep this video kind of short so I could keep your attention, but if you want to see the rest of my if you want to see the rest of my comics, go ahead and tell me in the comments below, and I'll make sure and do another video for that. But I do have a couple Steven Universe comics. I really enjoy these comics because the stories fit in between the episodes. So if you want to know what's going on in the Crystal Gems lives in between, say, like episode 14 and 15 of season 3, then it'll be in the comics. And it's really cool because they reference things from the series. And it's so cute because, let me see, I have one, the first one, and then I have the fourth one. And the first one, obviously, Lapis and Peridot aren't going to be in there, you know? But in the fourth one, you have Lapis and Peridot because they've been introduced to the group. I really like these. And I like seeing how they're drawn. And sometimes I like to look at the way they're drawn and then get inspiration for my drawings. I do a lot of drawing if I have free time, so that means I've been doing a lot of drawing lately. You'll see, like, this artist, this doesn't match the cartoon. You know, the art style is very different. Whereas in this comic, the fourth one, this one closely matches the cartoon. So it's interesting to see how art styles change. Oh my gosh, I have such a big Adventure Time collection. Because I love these. I have a couple different versions of the Adventure Time comics. So this is one version, and then I have another version. This one is 1 and 4, and then I have 3, 4, 15, and 16 in this version. And again, it's just like the Steven Universe comics where this kind of just falls in between those episodes. You kind of see what the crew's doing. I don't know, they're just really fun. And again, I like looking at the different art styles and then drawing, and it's great. So that is all the comics that we have time for in this video. Go ahead and give this video a like and hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I just love reading comics because, for one, I'm a complete nerd. For 2, I love reading. For 3, I love art. And comics are just a culmination of some of my favorite things. And if you're ever looking for something to read, like, oh, I'm really interested in getting into comics, but I don't know what to start out with or what to buy, you can always reach out to me and I'll go ahead and help you with that. Or if you want to know about comic book history, because you all know how much I love history. I know a lot about the history of comics. Go ahead and let me know in the comments and I'll make another video for that. Again, please stay healthy, please take care of yourself, and take this time to relax and do something you love. For me, it's looking at my comic book collection and doing some reading and doing a bunch of art and making more videos for you guys. So take care of yourself, have a great day, and I'll see you guys next video. Alright, bye!